So
this was fun.
it was a lot of fun.
And I think we just, this is, again, we just keep saying this is like the, unfiltered therapy for us.
It is. But also, we want you to know that we're batshit crazy.
Speak for yourself.
Can we phone a friend? I would like to call Chris and ask if he would like to.
Depends on the day.
Yeah. So we say that because we know that we're nuts.
Yeah.
And what makes me so thankful and grateful and humbled that I have a loving God that goes, oh, this one's going to be a wild one, but you know what? I'm going to make her anyway. Hey, housewives, come on in. You know the dirty dishes are still in the sink from yesterday and the laundry is still in the basket. Pop your AirPods in and make yourself at home here.
I'm Tracy.
I'm Tori.
And we are your Unlikely Housewives. Stepping out in faith and believing that God calls the unlikely, we are here to show you the appreciation and validation you deserve, lead you to authentic relationships, and release you of believing the cultural lies to restore your faith and wellness.
Pull up those high-waisted yoga pants, tighten your top knot, and reheat your coffee for the third time. Turn up the volume, and let's go. Hey, housewives.
Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back. I'm Tori.
I'm Tracy.
And we're your Unlikely Housewives.
We're getting really good at that.
I know we are. The timing is nailing it. We have got a fun episode for you guys today.
Yeah, we like to laugh. We want to think less and laugh more in this moment. It's current.
Where's that sign for the house? Think less, laugh more.
That's a good one. I quote it, trademark it, patent it, what do I call it? It's mine.
The Unlikely Housewives. Think less, laugh more. It's great.
Oh, it's good.
That's why they say fools laugh so much, right? Because they're thinking less.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's overthinkers need that sign in their house.
Yes,
that's for sure.
Exactly. Well, okay. So Tracy and I, awareness is the first step. Right?
Yes.
When you're confessing something and you're aware of it, it's just sometimes whether you're going to change it or not, sometimes awareness is just step one.
Yes.
And that's a good step to have.
Mm-hmm. And today we're sharing in that.
Yes.
We're not shaming ourselves or each other.
Mm-mm.
We're just sharing in the fact that sometimes we're petty.
Yes.
Ew.
And it gets the best of us.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it is over the most ridiculous, stupid things in the world. So you guys, our listeners, the 7 of you are much better people than we are. So, just listen to this and pray for us. But if there's 1 or 2 maybe that you can relate to, know that you're not alone.
They're going to relate. Come on. There maybe is only a couple on here that are ridiculous. Every other one, they're relatable.
It's fair.
Because when we reached out to our audience, there's so many that were coming back were like duplicates, triplicates, whatever. Like it was
good.
Yeah.
And
we're not alone in that.
We even asked the husbands.
Yeah. We got a little moment for them at the end.
Yes, we do.
And we will self-indulge what we're petty about.
Yeah. So they're going to have this on record.
So it's not that we're just petty. There's just petty things that we care too much about. That's what it is.
Yes.
It's things that, you say to someone like, hey, what's something that you care way too much about?
So when something doesn't happen or when it does happen and you're like, what the hell? That's you get unusually angry, right? That would be a fair assessment of the emotions there. So again, today is just for laughs. We hope that this makes you smile and lets you know that there's somebody worse than you, which is me and Tracy. So here you go. It's like walking through Walmart. And just me. But here's the other thing that I want to remind us. Okay. Not only does God take his time, that's why we live as long as we do, to make us holy and sanctify us. also know that he likes us. You know those times when your children are absolutely driving you nuts and you don't like them?
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess
No,
what?
I don't.
No, yeah. You said that fast, didn't
I did.
She goes, yeah. Sorry, Stein kids. But it's God not only loves us unconditionally, he likes us too, which is a lot of times more than we can say for our own family members. But the thing that I like to think about, which I don't think this characteristic of God gets brought up enough, is that God created laughter.
Yeah.
He has a sense of humor.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like legit. And people, so there are times where I am doing something utterly stupid and ridiculous, and I know that God's just going, yeah, she's doing that. All right. Okay. Here we go. You know,
I'll clean that mess up later.
Yeah. Like, yep, she did it. I mean, nothing comes to it as a surprise to him. Praise the Lord. And then also, I mean, one of the pillows, have you seen this throw pillow in my house that say, we laugh because my family is God's favorite sitcom?
Yes.
Yes. So if you think about it that way,
it is true. I am a testament to that this house is a freaking sitcom. When you record in her living room or dining room, you see it all.
You do. You do all of it.
That's pretty fun, though.
That's why I had her have her sign the NDA. So we just make sure. But when I'm dead, she can share it all with you guys. It's totally fine. Embarrass the crap out of my family. It's great.
Oh, man.
Okay. So what is one of yours? One of your go-to that just drives you insane.
Okay. So the problem here with this is that I don't know if it's because I'm a stay-at-home mom and I am proud to be a stay-at-home mom, but I have my things with the house, right? Because that's what I take care of. And I do have a thing with loading the dishwasher. I like it to be a specific way. Now, I am not perfect with it. It does not have to be like all certain this way or all this way. It's just a way I do it. I don't know how to describe it.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Do you go so far to after a family? Well, no. Family members, are they allowed to load the dishwasher?
So yes.
Okay.
100%. Because if someone's going to serve me and help me, I'm all for it.
Okay, so you don't care. So, but you don't go as far as, because I may know people that unload a dishwasher because it's not loaded correctly. Have you done that?
No.
Okay.
When I load a dishwasher, I may have someone else who adjusts all the things because they like Tetris and they think that it can go in differently.
Oh, yes. Tetris players.
Yes. But see, I don't like parts being taken apart like the water bottles. Like the straw can still be in the water bottle because it's in there and it's going to get washed in the lid.
Okay.
But when you start taking everything apart and putting it in different places because we're playing Tetris, guess who it makes more work for me who's unloading the dishwasher.
Because then you have to play the match game when you
put it all back together.
And you unload the dishwasher.
So
that's fair.
There's that.
That's
and
fair.
I know it's silly and I know it's petty, but it's a thing.
It is a thing. That's fair. The one that gets me.
Okay, time out. But we were supposed to say, now you are supposed to say, is that ridiculous or relatable?
I think that's relatable. I think it's relatable for the fact that it would be ridiculous if you unloaded the dishwasher that somebody else loads to do it a certain way.
No, yeah, that
would be drawing a line. All right. Yes. So I'm going to say that's totally relatable. And I feel that greatly. One of the things about my dishwasher is I will load the dishwasher. I don't mind hand washing things.
Yeah.
There's select things that I will hand wash, the bigger items, because it takes up a ton of room in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
One of the things that another adult in this house does is he will be like, oh, there's a dishwasher downstairs in the basement. Like I can take things downstairs. And I go, no, don't do that. And he's like, no, it's okay. And then he just takes things. And I'm like, no, I was going to hand wash it. And he thinks he's being helpful. But then what happens is the things in the dishwasher downstairs never get brought upstairs. And so then half the Tupperware's gone. I don't know where the big bowls are. And then I'm like,
big bowls, right?
Bowls. What did I say something?
Nope. I just was making a point.
All right. You're just enunciating for me. And so I'm like, and I don't look, because I didn't load that dishwasher.
Right.
I don't go, well, gee, they're not in the cabinet and they're not in the dishwasher. So I'm going to go downstairs and see if they're down there. No, it just doesn't happen. I think that should be just for the barware, glasses, and
that stuff to
smoothie accessories, shall we?
Yeah.
So that's so my dishwasher.
Mind you, we're going to get to the part where the husbands have something petty about us because we did ask them. So they're going to...
I didn't say that was my husband that did that. I just said that was another adult that lived in the house.
Well, weird, because if there was another adult living in the house that wasn't your husband, I would be concerned. Well, maybe not. Maybe there was a parent there. I don't know. But anyway.
I didn't name names. Wow, Andrew, she threw you under the bus, didn't she? I didn't name names.
I was just making sure that, we weren't starting off on the wrong foot of attacking our pettiness with our husband.
No, I'm just... Not at all.
No. Okay. So we did actually, we're going to get to some more, but we did ask the audience. And so we need to run through some of them.
Oh, yes.
The number one thing, by the poll of all of our audience. Was the toilet paper.
Okay.
And we're going to, or under.
Exactly. And so that was the question because it was putting the toilet paper on the roll. And I was like, wait, hold on. We got to figure out if you're doing it the right way or not. And without a doubt, all the listeners, the women, all said it's got to go over.
Yeah. So do we need to know if y'all agree to that?
I agree.
Okay. Thank you.
1,000%.
I agree too. But the other question and the annoyance of toilet paper, though, is that when the roll is empty, someone taking the new roll and just setting it on top.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. On top. It's like,
or on the counter next to it. Like,
just lift it up and slide it on, people.
Or, I have. Yes.
I mean, it's a thing. And have you ever gone to the bathroom and you witness it and you leave the bathroom pissed off? And that's
pun intended.
Very well played.
Thank you.
But I mean, it's a thing.
It is a thing.
And it's like, it's petty and we know it. But we care about it because it's such a simple thing to just put the toilet paper roll on.
And I will say that I have been in people's houses in the guest bathroom where if I am in the mood enough and being like, this is dumb because it's under, I take it off and I fix it.
I do too.
So if you are an under person and I'm over at your house, just FYI, it's going to be over by the time I leave.
Yep. It's true. Me too. I change it.
Yep.
That doesn't say anything about us.
You're welcome. That's what I think it says. That's worth caring and thoughtful.
After we get through all this pettiness, we will tell you what we all think it believes about ourselves.
Yes, exactly. All points to a much larger problem.
Okay. All right. Next.
Okay. The other one that I personally, I think I have threatened people's lives over are in our living room, by the end of the day, there will be 6 pairs of shoes. Oh. And there's only 4 people that live here. All over the couch, the carpet, the chair. They're underneath the island, like by the dining room table, because we came home in our school shoes and then we switched to our snowshoes. And then we've got our basketball shoes that we put on and we just threw somewhere and they just magically. And so mommy at some point, I'm the one that picks up all the shoes from all the people. I put them on the stairs and I line them up the stairs. There have been times where I have gotten up to 10 stairs with just pairs of shoes for these individuals. And I should just keep a tally of how many times family members, especially it's the girls. Let's be honest. It's the girls will walk past things that are clearly theirs. I'm like, you're intertwining 2 very petty things though, because the shoes thing is a problem because they just take them off and leave them.
And we have a mudroom for that. They never end up in the mudroom. And if they are in the mudroom, they're just in a giant pile.
Right. Nothing is ever.
And then the other thing is all moms putting on the stairs. Moms do this. They pick up after their family and they put it on the stairs thinking, hey, take it up to your room. And they stay on the stairs until you've yelled at them, take it up, or walk past it a million times.
Yes.
Those are two very important, but
they coincide in my house because I get so annoyed with just having shoes in various places.
Mm-hmm.
I loved how one of our friends referenced it. She calls it the rapture.
Oh yes.
When all of a sudden it looks like a child exploded and there's
the
just like
entire outfit, shoes and all are in one spot.
Right. Because they were changing for a practice or whatever. And and I'm like, no, your entire uniform does not need to be in the guest bathroom.
No.
There are things that we do. Like that one is, you've seen the YouTube video of the magic coffee table? Have you seen this?
Yes.
It's hilarious. Mm-hmm. And it's so true. And it's basically it's a boyfriend and girlfriend, I think. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he's talking about how like she's going, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. And he's like, what? She goes, I'm always, he goes, hey, babe, it's okay. Calm down. I need to show you something. See this coffee table here? Anything you put on the coffee table, the next day, magically disappears. And she just looks at him like, are you kidding me? And he just goes, no, it's great. And goes, and sometimes I even push it to see how far I can go. So I will just leave all the drinks and all the pizza boxes and all the magazines. And she just looks at him in utter like, you are kidding me. And because clearly she picks it all up and puts it all away.
Yeah.
And he has no idea how it happens.
Yes.
And so I feel like sometimes the living room floor is the magic cup. Like,
yes.
Oh, my shoes. Of course my shoes end up back in my room because that's where they magically disappeared.
Yes.
So
another thing that was multiple people said was wet towels.
Yeah.
Either on the bathroom floor.
Yes.
In the bedroom where they just dropped it all bunched up. And then they reuse it.
Or on the flip side, they don't reuse it and use a new towel every single time. And my favorite part is when they leave the towel, they drop it on the floor. And then the next time they're in the bathroom, you hear them screaming from the towel. And you're just like, you didn't think to check to see if you had a towel when you walked out of into the shower, got into the shower. No, that was not a thought process that passed my mind.
So relatable, clearly, because we both have.
Yes. I
feel like all of these are relatable.
I know. I think you and I are fairly the same on the same wavelength on these, but I think they're totally normal.
Normal or
reasonable?
Yeah.
Reasonable. Okay. Okay. Because
I bet you there's some houses that some kids were whipped into shape faster than ours and they hang their tails every time. And they pick up their shoes and they clean up the stairs. Do you think that exists?
Not on this side. I mean, that's what heaven's like, right? Right. That's not here. Okay. So there's a couple of these that I want to read and we're going to rate them on a scale of 1 to 5. 1, totally normal, reasonable, relatable. And then number 5 is like, you really, that's what bothers you?
Okay.
Like of all the things.
Okay.
The not taking the trash out. The overflowing trash can. Just things accumulate on top and top.
So, yeah. That's definitely a 1, right? That's bothers me. Yeah.
Totally reasonable.
Yeah. And it's like the Q-tips and the stuff like in the bathrooms that just like they'll throw it and it bounces off because the trash can's full and there's Q-tips and just hair and the bathrooms are gross.
Or when the trash can is full or close to being full and somebody, sometimes in my house, I get, I would like to live a different life. And so we eat off of paper plates. because there's just that sometimes I'm like, no, I'm not adding more dishes to the sink that's already full. And so which we've told you guys, right now my kitchen sink is absolutely full. So just FYI, that's a common occurrence. But it's when they put the paper plate face up in the trash can and not face down. Because then when you're trying to shove things into the trash can to make it go down, you can't, because the food's all over the plate. But if you put it, then you have a really good resting. That one gets Andrew. He's a big stickler. He's like, where'd you put it? Face up, put it down. Yeah, that was a good one.
Okay.
So that's normal, or is that on a scale?
That's probably more like a 3-4. I mean, that's a thing, but it's not like a relatable thing.
No, yeah, okay. How about couch pillows not lining up?
Now, I do hate when the pillows end up on the floor. I don't know how that happens. They do end up on the floor all the time, just left on the floor. Like when they're on the couch and they're moving around.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just pick it up and put it back on the couch. Like, that bothers me. But like, it's not like a petty thing that drives me nuts.
Do you have a basket of blankets next to the couch? And then so after everybody is done watching TV for the night, they all go upstairs, and then the pillows and the blankets are all just strewn around as if nobody else
Yeah. I mean, we only really have like 2. Like, we don't have as many blankets. So, I mean,
still, it's annoying to have to
pick it up.
And it looks messy if blankets are just thrown all over the couch, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. That one's fair. I think that's reasonable.
Yeah. Okay.
What about leaving cupboards or drawers open?
Oh, that's funny. We were talking about that. I think, because I've only got 1, maybe 2 that actually do it. I literally think it's an ADD thing for them, because they do have ADD. But like, opening it, getting what they need, and then moving on to the next thing. Like, I really do think it's a non-awareness. It was like, I forgot. Like, I was going to make my smoothie and I got what I needed and then just moved on to the next place or whatever. So I don't know about that. I feel like that's kind of like a 3 or 4. It's not like a thing that like bothers me. Well, because then I just tell them and then they just go, oh, whoops, and go do it.
Well, see, and I waffle between the fact of like,
did you just say waffle?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
that's a term, right? I can say waffle.
I don't. I don't like go back and forth. I waffle.
And now with this, I want to say 6, 7. Oh, sorry, I had to.
But I don't know. I'd never heard that. I'm waffling back and forth.
Yes, I think so.
I mean, waffles have pockets in them. Like,
I don't know. Ask Siri.
Okay, we'll talk to her about that.
We'll double check our vocab for the word today, because the cupboard things or just little things like I go back and forth of, do I start there? Because Lord knows they're not going to be like, well, gee, Mom, I'm so sorry I left the cupboard open. Let me go and fix that for you.
Mm-hmm.
Or,
I know, definitely do not sound like Cinderella in my house.
Or, Mother, I did not mean to leave my shoes on the floor strung about like no one was there. So when there's times where it's more peaceful if I don't say anything.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't make them do it.
Mm-hmm.
But then I feel like, am I just enabling you that you do think that the floor is magic and that the countertop just magically resets itself? Like that this just appears in your bedroom? I don't know. Like, is there a balance to that? Is that fair? Or,
I mean, I think there's balance to it. I mean, it has to be done at some point, right? Like, it's not always just me. When the kids were little, we used to have when they were little, we used to have the 7 o'clock hour where at 7 o'clock for 7 minutes, we would clean the house and we would play music.
You're so good at those Pinterest mom things.
It was when they were little and we didn't have these crazy schedules.
But still, like even now you were talking about like, well, Monday we had a family meeting. And I was like, I said, what's that like? I don't know what it's like to,
big families, big things. There's gotta be, Anyway, but we had to, because the house would be a mess with 4 kids.
Yes.
When they were like little, and all the toys and all the things. So 7 minutes, we would like play music and we would clean it up. Right. And see, this is a problem. You interrupted me.
I'm sorry.
Now I don't remember where I was going with that.
Damn it. Oh, is it serving? Is it enabling them or is it serving?
Okay. So at least like
because we used to do the 7 minutes of at 7 p.m. cleanup real quick, they at least took a part in it, but not every time were they cleaning the house, right? Or cleaning the toy room or whatever. Like as a mom, sometimes we would like to pick up the toys and go put them back where they belong, right? So like there was like some order. We had a purpose with that. Now with the kids, maybe not all the time, but at least once a week or maybe every other week, because like we do right before the cleaning ladies are coming through the house.
It's the cleaning before the cleaning ladies.
It is. And it's for us, it's what creates the order and creates like, we're just busy. Sometimes we just live in chaos, right? Like their rooms are their safe space. It's where they all go. Their clothes are on the floor, just like we talked about. Their towels are on the floor. Like those things are petty and they're gross, but like that's their space, right? But once a week, if not twice a week, it's like, hey, go hang your clothes up, go pick up your dirty laundry, put it in your laundry basket and organize your nightstand, whatever. Like just create order. So like once a week, they're doing it. Like go get your stuff off the stairs, go get your shoes from the mudroom and put them up in your bedroom. Like, so they're still doing it.
Yeah.
And you're not enabling them because at some point they're doing it. It's just on the daily. You're not hounding them like, go do this, go do this, go do this, because then it's like white noise to them. Wow, wow, wow.
Right. Exactly. Charlie Brown's teacher.
Yeah, exactly. So I do think that like you're not enabling them, but sometimes you just need to do it.
I go back and forth because sometimes like when in the evening, our routine is that the four of us will sit on the couch and we will watch one of our favorite little sitcoms or something just to chill.
So yourselves.
Yes.
Your family show.
I mean, our Truman Show, our Shira Show. And so that's where we get all of our material actually. So we all are sitting there and it's, they'll go, Mom, can you bring me a spoon? Sure. If I'm up in the kitchen, I bring them a spoon and walk the 20 feet to the couch. And then it's, oh, wait, can I get a glass of water? No, not that ice, but the soft ice, can you do that? And I'm like, okay, I'm going to
your kids do sound like short order cooks.
They do. And I'm like, and at a certain point, I try to tell myself, I'm like, I'm serving them.
I know.
And there's a
so
love.
Funny.
There's a love of like, I mean, I'm not serving them with a joyful heart, but I may be saying some colorful words underneath my breath. I'm like, no, I'm not your waitress. And then that's well, you were daddy's. Anyways, so I go back and forth and I'm like, no. But as soon as I sit down with because I'm always the last one to sit down with food, right? And they're like, oh, well, would you get me a napkin? I'm like, get your butt up and go get a napkin. Like, or can you cut up an apple for me? And I'm like, well, no, right now I'm going to eat while my meal is hot and you can wait. Like it doesn't have to, and then it's like, oh, Mom, gosh, you're just terrible. I'm like, oh, so the 6 things that I brought you beforehand mean absolutely nothing, but because on your timetable, I'm not cutting you an apple. I'm a terrible person.
Petty list just grow since we started.
I think my heart rate has
had a few.
I'm unloading. I'm sorry. This has
become another therapeutic episode.
Yes. But I realize that there is that level of like serving. Sometimes I check myself and I'm like, it's okay. They're in your house. Yeah. You can serve them now. And that's okay.
Let's jump ahead.
Oh boy.
Okay. So we need to talk about the husbands. And we gave them permission to.
Yes, we did.
To do this. So we're going to just
technically Tracy did.
I did. I did.
She started this.
And we're just going to read the text because one, our husbands are hilarious.
Yes.
But also we wanted to make sure that since we were picking on them, since they didn't have a voice on here, we gave them a voice.
Okay. But I think the original idea was that I was going to read your husband's and you were going to read mine. But I think you need to read your husband's and I'll read Andrew's. Okay. All right. Let's do this.
Okay. So the question I proposed was, what's one quirk, petty thing that we do that you both wish we didn't? Be gentle. That's what I said.
Oh, you got to scroll up further.
Wait.
Hold on. No, you got to go back to the.
You're going all the way to the beginning.
We're going back to all the way to the beginning.
Okay, all right. Well, we just gave them the whole. Here's what we're doing: an episode on petty things that we care way too much about. What are yours? So we'd ask them what theirs were, and this is what's amazing is because we called it. I said
she knew exactly the first response from
number one thing that my husband hates is peanut butter on silverware in the sink. So it's usually just peanut butter on a knife. We eat a lot of peanut butter in the house, peanut butter banana, peanut butter and jellies, just all the things, or a Nutella spoon, but he doesn't say that, but it's the same thing. And they just get thrown in the sink without being rinsed off. And he absolutely hates it. I called that one.
You did call that one immediately. Mm-hmm. And then he was quick to respond with another one.
Oh yeah.
Clearly he was not busy. So he had just, I'll go through these. What's the next one then?
His pettiness is how we make the bed. So like when clean sheets are when we make the bed. So we do not make the bed daily and he doesn't care about that. It's when we make the bed with clean sheets. It's the perfection of like how it comes up and lays at the top and the even on each side and how we tuck it and all the things. And I was like, that clearly came from how he was raised because I'm like, hey, just tuck it in so it doesn't fall out when you're pulling the sheets up overnight.
I just want to know that, as long as I get half of the covers on my side.
Yes. All right. Now Andrew's.
All right. He said decluttering. The man loves the cluttering has to happen. Like this past snow weekend, he decluttered our pantry and it looks gorgeous. Mm-hmm. It looks gorgeous.
Very inviting. Lots
of space. And I took one water bottle off of the convenience store level and from the middle, and I was scolded as if I had, you would have thought that I had, I don't know, left a child outside in 10 degrees. Like, you can't do that. What kind of person are you? He also took the time. And again, I have found it so much peace. And if I just let him do these things, it is so much easier rather than like, I will remove myself from the situation. You go organize the pantry, babe. I'll go clean up all the dog poop in the backyard. I'll, let me shovel the leftover snow in the driveway. let me do something like that. And so he organized the laundry room for me, which laundry room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same. And
I left yesterday morning and he texted me, don't bother coming home from the way you left the laundry room. And I said, okay, I won't. And then I said, please don't beat me. Okay. So
she's kidding. Gosh darn it. Why do I always have to give a disclaimer for your mouth?
Nah, whatever. All right. Okay. What now? This is when you ask.
Yes. What's one quirk petty thing that we do that you wish we didn't? Be gentle.
Yes. I like that she prefers it be gentle because we knew what both of our husbands were going to say.
My husband really hates it when I put the car in drive while reversing without coming to a complete stop.
This I don't understand. Why?
So I don't know. It's just the way I am. I've always been that way. Like
to me, it sounds like you're just being efficient in time. Like,
no, it's really bad for your engine.
Oh, okay. Yes. All right. That's fair.
Yes. So that bothers him.
Okay. And Andrew's response, he says, I can tell when you drive my car because there is trash and wrappers everywhere like you just got done with a cross-country trip.
And I said, oh, my husband's totally going to agree with that. And he says, I also second trashy food comment in your own car.
Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't. I use the side pockets as a trash can for my car. And so then when
I do too.
And when he gets in, he's like, oh my gosh, you never empty this. And I also, because nobody ever rides with me, 95% of the time, it's my front seat is like extra cargo. So
you never know what you're gonna need.
Right. It is. It's got all the things. And so that's what so then I have to get everything out of the cargo seat when we take my car, which is anyways. Okay.
So then Chris says, oh yeah, and lowering the seatbelt. So like if you guys know, like his seatbelt is always up higher, there's that button on the side by the door and I can lower it so it's like at my neck.
Lowering my seat. I have never lowered a seatbelt to fit me ever
Really?
in 1,000 years.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. We do it all the time. Both of us do. So we both like raise it or lower it, because if it's up there, his is like in my face. And if I lower it, then it's like,
and
on
these
my
are
shoulder.
type A personalities. I just want you to focus that. All right.
Yes. And so he says, oh yeah. And lower the seatbelt and pull the seat forward when I'm driving my car. So yes, he does drive a Jeep, and it's not automatic to where you can put like, ooh, this is my set 1, set 2. You know, just like
with the key. Yeah.
Yeah. Like sometimes you can do that, but no, you got to like manually do it in his Jeep. And so when I pull all the way up, this was his. Well, I responded and I said, well, hey, that goes both ways. Like when he gets in my car and adjusts it.
Yes. And then Chris responds with,
not really. You can still get in the car without hitting your face on the windshield.
which
Andrew then responds, yep. It's like trying to get back in the womb. Okay. Now, mind you, Tori called it before Andrew responded.
I was like, he's going to say that like, oh, now I got to get in the fetal position, because there is a bit of a height discrepancy between me and my husband. And so again, I also drive a Jeep. So that's where it's a manual moving of the back and forth of the seat. And so you do. So yes, I did call that response as well.
Yes.
And that one led to Tracy laughing hysterically. And then Tracy then was closing the conversation, if you will.
Yeah.
Closing the door for them. We're done.
More.
Yeah. Thanks for your input. And she says, you're welcome for giving you permission on your pettiness out. And then Chris was sure like, you already knew I'm not going to keep my mouth shut. I don't keep my mouth shut.
Petty things. He comments all the time when there's peanut butter in the sink, or, you know, if there's something out of order.
Exactly. And then my husband said, oh, no, let's keep this a running, living, breathing list that we can just add to. And I was like, and
I said, okay, so this is an emotionally safe place to continue unloading our baggage.
Yes.
And my husband said, only for Andrew and I, you two have a podcast. So you're welcome, listeners. This is our emotionally safe place to unload all of our pettiness.
Exactly.
For girls.
For the 47 of you that listen, we appreciate it.
So this was fun.
It was a lot of fun. And
I think we just need this is, again, we just keep saying this is like the, unfiltered therapy for us.
It is. But also, we want you to know that we're batshit crazy.
Speak for yourself.
Can we phone a friend? I would like to call Chris and ask if he would like to.
Depends on the day.
Yeah. So we say that because we know that we're nuts.
Yeah.
And what makes me so thankful and grateful and humbled that I have a loving God that goes, oh, this one's going to be a wild one, but you know what? I'm going to make her anyway.
Yeah.
Like he knew all of the stupid stuff, the times I was going to put my foot in my mouth. He knew all the stupid stuff that I was going to say. And he loves me anyway, decided to make me anyway. And I am fearfully and wonderfully made. There's not an asterisk in that Bible verse where it just says everyone except blank. So we're saying that because we want to remind you, we know you have quirks too. All of us do.
Yeah.
And so whatever it is, don't use it as a crutch. It's not a crutch, but I want you to know that like God delights in you. He loves you. He laughs with you. He sings praises around you. Like, it's just, think about a heavenly Father who is delighting in you and laughing and smiling with you.
Yeah.
A lot of times I just think that when I hear God prompting me to do something or the random things where I'm like, please don't make me do this. And he's like, no, I want you to just say hi in the grocery store. Oh, can I tell this one? Okay. I think
you're going to anyway.
I'm going to anyways. Yes. You didn't actually get a response. The one thing that, sometimes the way I hear God is he puts a prompting on my heart and like, you need to ask this person if you can pray for them. And I've done this with when we've been out at dinner and I asked the waiter, like when he's dropping off our food, I'm like, hey, is there anything that we can pray for you for? We're about to pray over a meal. Can we pray for you? My mom also does this. And I've also just been, standing next to me. You know what? Is there anything I can pray for you? Well, this time I was in Walmart. See, I shop at Walmart and I was at the cashier and this gentleman looked like he wasn't having a great day. And God very promptly told me, you're going to ask him if you can pray for him. And I was like, this is awkward. I don't want to. I was like, how do you start the conversation as he's checking you out going, your total is, hey, can I pray for you? Well, that's exactly what you do. And you say, hey, you know what? Is there anything that's going on in your life that I could pray for? I love to, just pray for. And he took about a good 5 seconds and he looks at me and he goes, no. And I said, okay, well, have a great day. And that was it. And there is that weirdness of like, I was giggling to myself because I'm like, only you, God. But like, it's just like, yeah, because again, the point is not, it's not the result had nothing to do with me, right? God just wanted to know, like, I just want to know if you're going to do it. It's like playing double dare, right? Yeah. Truth or dare. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm daring you to do this. Will you be obedient and do it? And
I don't think God does dares though.
That's a dare. I dare you to talk to them. No, is that not a way to break that up? But I mean,
I think he does the truth part of the dare.
He probably does truth. Probably. That would probably be what he does truth. And I dare him.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to jump off the cliff, God. I dare you to catch me.
No, bad idea.
Bad idea.
No, bad advice.
But anyways, I just, again, think of the next time that you just get down on yourself, like, just remember, he created laughter. Yeah. He created senses of humor. No matter how dark it is, like or immature sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes I can be very immature. And I just think that that's something that we as Christians don't enjoy enough.
Well, and I think we take ourselves too seriously. I am guilty of that all the time. Like I would say a lot of the pettiness that we're talking about is because, it's that inner thing that's going on. Like, our house is chaotic, right? Like, I just need order. It's such a mess. So I'm like flipping off about this, or I just need, there's just so much noise and we've been too busy and I just need peace. I just need quiet. That's why I'm freaking out. Or I'm a control freak. Like, I'm constantly managing a big family and 4 kids. So sometimes when I get petty about something, it's just because I need control over something because everything's crazy. So there's like, when we're in these things, we just are taking ourselves too seriously, right? There's a deeper drive in our pettiness. And if we can just joke with each other a little bit more and not poke, if we joke versus poke, I think sometimes that's better.
Yes. And like you said, and also knowing that the people in your house, they're not intentionally trying to do things to piss you off.
No.
Okay.
Lord knows that is not my desire. I was going to say,
if they are, then they're stupid. Right. But because they've seen us mad. But again, to them, it's not something that they're thinking of. Like, don't be so... When I need to check myself and go, you know what?
Every time you say that, I think of the head. Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
I know. I said it. She said it. Mm-hmm. I was thinking it. I have to go, do not be so vaintory to think that they did this to think about me. They weren't thinking about me at all.
Totally.
They're not thinking about, mom needs something to do when I go off to school. So I'm going to give her a mess to clean up. Like, that's that.
Yeah. And I'm not like, I just made peanut butter toast. I know my husband's doing the dishes tonight, so I'm going to leave that peanut butter knife there. No, I don't.
Well,
it's honestly what happens is I don't care about the peanut butter knife. And
that's the other thing.
And I'm busting my tail to get like the sandwiches made or the peanut butter waffle or whatever. And I leave for the morning and I come back. Well, then I come over here and I'm recording or I'm running an errand or whatever. And before I know it, I'm back home and I'm fixing dinner. And I was like, shit, that peanut butter knife is still in there. Yes. It's got me so mad.
Exactly. But it's not that you were thinking about him going like,
or not thinking about it. It was just the timing.
But the thought too crosses your mind going, oh, I'm going to clean this peanut butter knife because it doesn't bother me, but I know that it bothers him. So I'm going to take care of this. There's time for that to do that too. So whether that's later in the day or not.
I love you, Chris.
I love you, Andrew. You drive me nuts, but that's what we're here for. Mm-hmm. So that being said, we share this episode with a friend that needs a laugh.
Yeah.
We would love for you to comment on YouTube or Rumble. What is something that drives you absolutely petty crazy? That's then, what you take too seriously sometimes. And so drop your own confession. We also, don't forget, our podcast community on Facebook, go join it. Search Unlikely Housewives podcast community on Facebook. That's also where you can find a safe space and say, these are the petty things that I deal with. Or you could just rate ours. That's fine. You don't have to confess. You can just tell us how dumb we are or that we need more Jesus, which, yes, we always need more Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I want to leave you with a Bible verse, like we're seriousness, right? Zephaniah 3:17. He will rejoice over you with gladness. He will be quiet in his love. He will delight in you with singing. So just remember that.
Mm-hmm.
He loves you. He's delighting in you as he sanctifies you and makes you holy and righteous. And that's, but he knows you. So just sit in that. I hope that makes your day.
Soak it up.
Soak it up. So with that being said, until next time, housewives. Bye.
Whether we made you laugh or cry today, we pray you feel appreciated, bolder and braver than yesterday, stronger and more faithful for tomorrow, and living in who you were made to be today.
Join our online community on Facebook, link in the show notes, and be sure to review and subscribe on Apple Podcasts or wherever you enjoy listening. Until next time, housewives, we give you permission to walk confidently, free, and to be intentional in your slippers or stilettos.